Hi, I'm Vanessa Rubio-Márquez. I am Associate Dean for Extended Education at the School of Public Policy, the London School of Economics, and I am also a professor in practice. And what a professor in practice does here at the school is basically share our own experiences in policy making in the real world in order for our students to benefit from having that practical angle as well in their formation here at the SPP. So after serving 25 years in public sector in my native Mexico, what I share today with my students is my different experiences in policymaking regarding financial affairs, health, education, social development, migration, international development, poverty alleviation, finance, of course, and many others. I was Deputy Minister of Finance, Deputy Minister of Social Development, and Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, as well as Senator. Throughout all these years, I also passed to every single step of the ladder of public policy making in Mexico and public service in Mexico. So it's basically about sharing our experience in practice to the students here at the School of Public Policy so they can also learn from the ones that have been the cooks in the kitchen and have been leading with all the fires at the same time and have been addressing policy from this more practical perspective. So just March 2023, I was invited by the World Bank and the Inter-American Development Bank to participate in Humanitas seminar, the second edition. So I was able to share a very specific case, a very specific experience I had back in the day when I was Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs in Mexico, which was a crisis of unaccompanied minor migrants. This was a crisis that was, of course, a human rights crisis, a humanitarian crisis of children that were coming from the North Triangle of Central America, which is comprised by Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. There were children that they were traveling by themselves. You would see a 10-year-old holding hand of an 8-year-old crossing Central America, trying to cross Mexico and trying to reach, for instance, to Pittsburgh in the US with their parents. So it was a terrible situation to face. It was a terrible situation to face from a human perspective, but of course you have to produce the best outcome in terms of policies. And I shared this experience in relation to how we coordinated with the 3 countries in Central America, how we coordinated with the United States, how we did the stakeholder engagement within Mexico City, within the Mexican government, with the civil society, with human rights organizations, and how we came about with a series of very intricate, complex solutions around this topic. And migration is something that is inherent to human development, is inherent to the circumstances in many countries, mainly developing countries, in which people want to travel to get a better living standard or to fly away from injustice, from violence, looking for better opportunities. So it was a great opportunity and a great time to share my experience, but also to learn about experiences elsewhere in relation to managing and addressing in an effective way all the migration challenges that we face today, but that we're going to be facing in the future as well. So these are the kind of events that a professor in practice participates in, and that keeps us involved in the current affairs of the world, and it gives us the possibility to share that experience with our students here. And you can, of course, stay tuned and keep yourselves informed at lse.ac.uk/spp/news.